Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to another Rigor webinar that we traditionally host on every Thursday. Today is a special day. Not only it's the fact that Easter is coming, today is the day when we present the latest release of Rigor software, digital oilfield platform for oilfield rentals and services company. So this is a special edition for a number of reasons. So one of them is that we have expedited the release of this package simply because of the timing. And another one is that because it's specially targeting with its features a number of potential clients that we're looking to expand the capability of the system for. I think while everybody is joining in, I wanted to dive into a couple of slides before we move into the main subject of the presentation. So first and foremost, thank you to our clients. We understand it's a tough time, and we appreciate every one of you and your people for being persistent and resilient. So thank you for being with us, and we're here to help you. And this release that we're going to be talking today will be specifically addressing some of the challenges that some of you may be looking at solving using Rigor. So we're all in this together. Again, it's a hard time. So, and that's the main idea. So the main idea of the Phoenix is that we know that after the hard times, the good times will come eventually, and we're here to support each other through those times. So the main topic of today's presentation is the release of the version 7.5 of Rigor, dubbed Phoenix. So we're going to be talking about a few items, including what is actually the latest release about. So what new modules are included that are going to be connected to the latest release. What are the new features, the new integrations, and new editions of the system, as well as the release dates for those of you who are already using the Rigor platform. So we'll just explain when the rollout will happen. So today's presentations are myself on the left-hand side. My name is Nikolai. Those of you who don't know me yet, Michael Maltsev is our CEO and head of product, and Gleb Kovitz will be presenting on the operational aspects of the software. So he's VP of operations. So welcome to the Rigor presentation of the Phoenix edition of 7.5 of Rigor. So in a nutshell, again, just a quick overview of Rigor modules are. So it's a very extensive system, highly configurable and highly customizable depending on your specific needs. And we work with every one of you to configure that system. So now we're moving on into the details of what are the new things that we're deploying beginning with this release. So there will be updates to all the key modules and features in the system, and a few of them will be totally new. And those will be covered in detail in the coming slides. So let me pass the microphone to Gleb and Michael, who will dive into the modules specifically.
Hello, everyone. This is Michael, and we will go through a new modules of Rigor today. So we named this anti-crisis version of Rigor, and we add new features and modules. And first one is a job costing. So job costing give us an operational analysis of your revenue, labor, other expenses, and showing the job profit and job gross margin for each of the RSA. And we can analyze in a very detailed manner what is in the cost, what kind of result you have for every single particular job. It's a very powerful tool. We start implementing this job costing module with several clients right now, and really have a great feedback from them. The next module, which we added to the system recently, is an equipment reservations, where you can reserve a particular rental unit, particular job, and after that, use this unit for this job. And this will give us different statuses, and you can move it through the reserve to the field. Another module which we added is a backup module, pretty similar of which we have in the reserve module. However, here we can set up units which we will use for swap operations when some of the units needs to be replaced. The next module is a big module, Rework, which is third-party repairs when most of our clients use machine shops and they'd like to track all the equipment sending to the third-party repairs with different statuses and understanding the total cost of the rework. I'd like to ask Gleb to explain next modules.
Yeah, thank you very much, Michael. Hello, everyone. This is Gleb, VP of Operations in Rigor. So we have improved and enhanced our HR module, which allows you now to not only to manage the payroll rates, hourly rates of the employees, but also generate a payroll sheets with all the hours collected from the tickets that employees are filling in during the jobs. And also you are now able to more easily manage the employee skills and qualifications. And also we have added a few notifications about the expiry dates. So please go ahead and try the HR module in Rigor, which will help you a lot of tracking your employees' workforce. We are glad to present a new, absolutely brand new service calls module, which is mainly designed to track all your incoming requests from the clients. And you can consider this module as your internal ticketing system when your clients submit some kind of requests, and you are able to track all the information that comes from clients in one place and communicate this information smoothly between different departments, employees, assign responsible person, and better manage your clients' communications. Now let's switch to the new features that we are gladly presenting in this version of Rigor.
Yeah, we add lots of different new features. So our product is always growing from the client. We added time to time some small features which can be beneficial for the entire Rigor community. So one of this is out of fleet statuses, which added like in temporary statuses for sales, for scrap, and construction in progress, where we exclude some of the units from the utilization and our fleet efficiency calculations, and the more clear picture what is the performance of the rental fleet. So the out of fleet statuses right now, there are 6 statuses which we consider it's for sale, for scrap, construction in progress, no status, sold, and scrapped. Again, it's an optional thing. Not all the clients can use that. If you need it, let us know. Another thing which help our clients to manage all the transactions and operations in the field and see statuses of each particular unit number is an activity log dashboard where you can filter lots of you can apply different filters and see each individual unit number, status, and location. Repair dashboard gives the overview of the all the repairs and repair items and close repair cards by one click. And repair dashboard, as you see on the badge at the top of this slide, was described on the previous webinar number 15. And for who see us in a YouTube, we will put a link below this video.
Can I ask a question, Michael? I know that this latest release is really jam-packed with a lot of different features. I wanted to kind of roll back to that one slide with the dashboard. So what have we seen from our clients so far that have been using the dashboard for the mostly? So what's the biggest value for our main users of this dashboard that have been using?
First of all, when we talk about dashboard, it's a clear visibility and fast entering necessary to proceed and move all the units forward. For example, in this particular repair dashboard, repair cards generated automatically based on the different settings in the delivery tickets or any other documents. And for the shop manager or repair manager, it's a tool where we can observe and see in a one page all our repairs. And definitely we can prioritize this, as you see the priorities here. You can prioritize the repairs and send this task to the shop guys. And the best practice which we see when we apply the dashboards, the dispatcher generate this dashboard and manage this dashboard on his screen, and the guys in the shop and shop floor, they have a TV where they can see this dashboard and they understand what's going on, and they can fill out this step-by-step process and close the cart regarding the priorities. And again, this is real time, and the managers can see that even locating different locations. We have as a shop in Midland and manage this shop from the Houston area.
Perfect. Thank you very much. And the only thing that I would add is, just based on what you've said, is that it's not just a dashboard in a typical way of thinking of a dashboard. It's an interactive dashboard. So basically,
yes, it's an active dashboard which help you to generate documents faster and manage documents faster. And there are lots of different dashboards, and most of the purpose, would say, first of all, understand what's going on, and second, to generate and move all the operations in a faster manner.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay, let's move on. And the next feature that I'd like to talk about is the invoice by PO number. That feature allows you to have a better experience with invoicing your clients, because now you're able to set up a different PO numbers for the same client's location and separate operations, equipment, and employees' costs between different PO numbers. Another improvement in the asset management capabilities in Rigor is the combo unit feature. Now you are able to track and see all your combo unit components on one screen in the rental equipment tab, both in the rental service agreements and rental ticket, as you can see that on the right-hand side of the screen. So now all your components in front of you on one screen, and that improves the experience of tracking the equipment. Another big improvement of the inspection workflow processes in Rigor is the pre-delivery inspection, when you can reserve the particular asset number or individual asset for the job and move it through the inspection before you ship this equipment to the client's location. So make sure that your equipment is ready to be deployed to the client's location, and it's in a good standing. So that improvement and that feature allows you to manage this process smoothly. Also, we have added the departments definition and departments feature to most of the documents, reports, dashboards, and even email notification tool. So that gives you an opportunity to better track your information and spread the information between different departments. So people on a particular department or shop or a particular yard can get their information only and not be bothered with the information of other departments. We have also enhanced the CRM module in Rigor. So now you can track all your leads, sales events, opportunities, and dispatch the sales quotes easily, because now you can move these, track these workflow process in one module and send all the quotes via the email capabilities of Rigor system. We have also added the new rental service agreement Kanban dashboard for the sales personnel. So now you can see that all your rental service agreements or jobs are separated in different statuses on a dashboard. So you can easily track at what stage your jobs are, your quotes are, and actually that gives lots of visibility, opportunities to better process the jobs. So let's talk a little bit about the new integrations, because Rigor software is also integrates with lots of different solutions out on the market, and a good improvement of the Rigor 7.5 version is the QuickBooks payroll integration. So we had the integration with the QuickBooks system before, but now we have improved that with the payroll communication. So now you are able to generate and calculate all the payroll hours of your employees in Rigor, generate a document, then extract the XLS file from Rigor and upload it to the QuickBooks system. And then QuickBooks system calculates and applies all the payroll rates to these hours. So you have better and smooth experience with moving the information from one system to another one.
Perfect. Now we are moving into another section of our release notes, so to speak. And one important thing that I wanted to say is that we've quickly went through. The intent of today's presentation is not to dive into much of a detail in every specific module or a feature that you've just kind of had a chance to glance at. But then when we develop the product, we always kind of build it off of specific use cases and use scenarios and specific clients and applications and configurations. So as a result of that ongoing development of Rigor in the past year or so, we have come up with several ways of how we package the solution in the end. We understand, and we've always said that Rigor is highly customizable. We can change and configure to different needs of the companies. But now we've come to the point that when it makes sense to even expedite the implementation of the system faster at some organizations, we've now packaged it into different editions. And the new editions that Rigor is happy to introduce today to you, our community, in this latest release with the platform 7.5 Phoenix are the downhole tools, track and flow back, and generations that are refined editions that have the modules and the features we've just covered in a specific form. So let's take a look at what are they for. So the first one is the Rigor downhole tools. And we know that we've had this module or this configuration for a while, and this edition now has been refined significantly to specifically offer a solution for the companies that need to track the downhole operations and control and manage the equipment of the downhole kind of equipment. So we know that specifically some of the main challenges are listed here on this slide that these companies are facing, and they vary from company to company. But generally, when we talk to the downhole tool companies, they're pretty much summed up in several items, such as we need to assemble items that are very complex. We need to track every component. We need to prioritize activities on the shop floor simply because it's important to really be responsive to their clients, and their clients, E&P companies, are very demanding and require high turnaround of the information and the equipment, and also need to keep track of the rework activities specifically. So then when we compiled this edition, we've looked at what the requirements are and designed the solution specifically to address those challenges with some of the key aspects of the solution that it requires to track all the technical requirements from the client, add additional tracking fields if need be, create a number of interactive dashboards that allow the shop and the management to be in sync all the time, and also manage through a number of different reports that can be shared between the company inside and with their clients. So that's a major advancement of our platform now, when we're now offering the additions specifically for different industry applications. So the next
I'd like to add this that you can see that the downhole tools at the webinar number 56. So we already described this downhole tools edition at the webinar. So I'd like to refer all our listeners to that previous webinar.
Yeah, where you see all the details about that specific edition. So the next edition that we're releasing as part of the 7.5 release to the public is the Frac and Flowback edition of Rigor. Again, we've corresponded and met and discussed and configured system on a number of occasions for different Frac and Flowback companies, and they all have the same challenge that they have to face. So they need to really in detail track the complex rental fleet that is very different from in nature from many other ones. They also have to focus specifically on the inspections, repairs, and maintenance because it's more of a repair business rather than anything else. So that's a big one. And another challenge that they've always had is just how to keep track of all their records, especially the inspection records, the maintenance records of the equipment because of the liability that they are carrying along with their product in front of before their clients. So when we've looked at that and configured it on a number of occasions, we now are able to offer that as a special edition for the companies that are looking to, to solve these challenges in the Frac and Flowback business. So we have the attributes, the ability to put together the assembly and have the billable items in them. The key thing for these companies are to have the purchase sheet, the load sheet, and return sheet. Again, it's very tight control of the equipment when it passes through from the moment it's purchased to the moment it gets decommissioned because of the wear and tear. Extensively developed the repair dashboard allows them to keep track of every item that they have to repair because, again, it's one of the core business items that they have to take care of. And a rework module is a big one that has been developed specifically for this company. And as Michael just mentioned in a previous slide, so we've covered that edition of Rigor in the webinar that we hosted earlier this month, or maybe it was actually March. The number is 56, so the link will be provided to this one, and you can go and review that specific details of the configuration. And the third edition that we have now compiled and are proudly offering into the companies in the market that has the Generators and Lighters edition, light towers edition rather, and it's designed and tailored specifically for the companies that do the rentals for the surface equipment. And there can be a different kinds of nature, but some of these that we mentioned, the Generators and light towers, that have some unique requirements that also have been built into this edition of the system. So again, so they need to make sure that these items are very highly movable from one location to another. So that's an interesting and a very specific challenge that these companies have to track the units and the components with the geographic distribution and which status that these items are at the client's location. An important part for them is just to organize very different maintenance and a preventative maintenance and inspections for the equipment. Again, this edition features a different inspections and maintenance module. Similar to other editions is the paper tickets and the whiteboards is a common challenge that these companies are facing. So and we have a solution that addresses that through the mobile application. So again, it's a specifically designed edition that has been created based on the analysis of the requirements of the companies that rent out this kind of equipment, and it successfully addresses those challenges with the set of the modules and features that are presented and have been presented in the webinar number 53 that we hosted in March, and you can always review the details of that as well.
Thank you, Nikolai. And my understanding that down the road we will build several editions to better serve a sub-industry of oil field services. And let's talk about release dates and how fast we can deliver this new version of Rigor to our clients. First of all, it will be not only the version update, it will be a platform update. We reduce security, productivity, user experience, and user interface improvements, and definitely it will be a new Think client and a new log icon of this Think client. So be aware it will be changed and will be, it looks like a rigor after that. And we will start tomorrow. We will start tomorrow, starting from several clients, and we will update them step by step and move them to the new server with a new platform. And we expect that it will last 10 to 12 weeks to move all our clients, and we'd like to gradually move. And if you need this function earlier, let us know. We will put you to the first line of this updates. And some good news about our Phoenix program. Again, we'd like to support our clients. We'd like to be in front and help them as much as we can. And first of all, we decided to provide modules which we described today out of waive the setup fee for all the modules, and for the service calls, we will provide this as a free service to all our clients. So service call will be a free module, and you can collect all your client requirements, client requests for free. As a development of this module, it will be the mobile application, it will be email notification. So we'd like to help our clients to manage all operations and make a digital dispatcher as a service call based out of service call module. Job costing, reworkers, reservations and backups are different modules which can be set up for some of our clients, and we waive the setup fee for these challenging times and reduce monthly fees for those modules.
To those of you who are new to Rigor, though, and have only been able to get a glance of what Rigor actually offers, which is a lot given this short presentation, we're inviting you to book a demo. And this is usually an interactive conversation when we show you the interface and explain how the system works. So feel free to reach out to us over our website's form, and we'll schedule a demo anytime that is available for you. Okay, so on that note, I wanted to thank our speakers today and our participants, and wish everyone happy Easter. Stay safe and be strong in these times. We know that everything shall pass, and this time will pass, and we will be actively developing both the product as well as implementing it for our new and existing clients on an ongoing basis in the coming weeks.
Thank you so much. Have a fantastic long weekend, and stay calm, stay safe, and be strong. See you next week.